Our digital lives, they just keep getting more complex, don't they?
They really do, every single day.
And the threats, well, they're always changing, always morphing.
Mm-hmm.
It means we need stronger, much smarter defenses.
Absolutely.
You know, it's just not enough anymore to build a big wall and sort of assume you're safe inside.
That old castle and moat idea, yeah.
Exactly. We really need to rethink how we fortify, you know, our whole digital presence in this landscape that just keeps shifting.
Yeah.
So today, we're going to take a deep dive into something you've probably heard some buzz about. Zero Trust Network Access, ZTNA.
Mm-hmm.
And we've pulled from our sources, it really highlights this core idea, this philosophy, never trust, always verify.
That's the heart of it.
And it sounds simple, but it's actually a crucial, almost, well, radical shift in cybersecurity thinking. It's moving away completely from that old idea of, you know, assume trust once you're in.
And that shift couldn't be more vital, honestly. In today's world, everything's interconnected. And we're seeing these sophisticated data breaches, unauthorized access attempts, almost daily, it feels like.
It really does.
The traditional security models, the ones based on that perimeter, they're just, well, they're not holding up anymore. ZTNA tackles those risks head on by rethinking every single access decision fundamentally.
Okay, so for you listening, what are we actually going to uncover in this deep dive?
Well, we'll break it down.
Yeah, we're going to break down exactly what ZTNA is, how it really changed the game for network security, the benefits it offers, and some of these are quite significant, maybe even surprising.
Definitely some practical advantages.
And crucially, the key steps involved if you're, you know, thinking about implementing this powerful new approach in your own world. Okay, so let's unpack this a bit more. This core idea, never trust, always verify. Our sources really hammer this home. It's such a departure from the old way, isn't it? Where, like, once you were authenticated at the front door, once you were inside the network, you were basically trusted.
Like getting a VIP pass?
Yeah, exactly. An all-access pass. ZTNA just throws that out. It says, hold on a second. Even if you're already inside the building, so to speak, we need to check your credentials again and again. For every single door, every resource you try to access.
And what's really interesting is how it works. It essentially turns your network, which maybe used to be like a big open plan office, into something more like a building with lots of individual locked rooms, highly secure compartmentalized spaces.
Okay, I like that analogy. Secure rooms.
Yeah. And ZTNA acts as the guard for every single room. It controls precisely who gets in based on, well, multiple things. Their identity, sure, but also the device they're using. Is it secure? And what exactly are they trying to do in that room?
So it's not just about if you're in the house.
No, not at all. It's about, do you have permission for this specific room right now under these conditions? It's very granular.
That compartmentalization, it makes so much sense from a security standpoint. But something I found really fascinating from the sources was this idea that ZTNA isn't just a static gatekeeper. It's described more like a dynamic system, something constantly monitoring, constantly adapting to threats in real time. Can you maybe paint a clearer picture of what that means? A living, breathing security system.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Does all that constant checking, does it slow things down? Is that a concern?
That's an excellent question, and yeah, it's a common worry. But the thing is, while ZTNA is about continuous validation, the well-designed solutions, they're built for performance. They aim for seamless operation.
Okay.
So what it means in practice is that every request, every user, every single device connection is continuously evaluated. Not just once at the start, but before and during access.
Constantly reassess it.
Constantly. It shifts security from, you know, that set it and forget it approach to one of constant vigilance. And connecting this to the bigger picture, this continuous monitoring and adaptation is just critical. It dramatically improves your overall security posture.
Which is basically how strong your defenses are.
Exactly, how resilient you are. And here's a subtle but really important point from the research. It's not just about stopping attacks from the outside.
Yeah.
A huge number of data breaches actually originate internally. Whether it's malicious or accidental, ZTNA addresses that directly because it treats internal users with the same level of scrutiny.
So no more assumed trust just because you're already logged into the network.
Precisely. It closes off that critical blind spot that, you know, traditional firewalls often just can't see.
Okay, so we've got this dramatically improved security posture, closing internal blind spots. What other sort of practical benefits can ZTNA bring to organizations? Our sources listed quite a few.
Oh, definitely. A big one is actually enhancing the user experience, perhaps
No.
surprisingly.
How so?
Well, because ZTNA is built around verifying identity and context, not just location, organizations can allow secure access to resources from, well, pretty much anywhere, any device.
Right, so remote work, mobile access.
Exactly. Remote work, people using their own devices, distributed teams, it all becomes inherently more secure and often more seamless for the user. Think about the old days, the IT headaches trying to secure every laptop connecting from, I don't know, a coffee shop with VPNs and complex rules.
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
ZTNA really transforms that challenge. It enables a much more flexible work environment without forcing you to compromise on security.
And that scalability and flexibility piece seems key too. The sources mentioned it grows with your business needs.
That's right. It's designed to be adaptable. As your organization evolves, adds new applications, maybe acquires another company, ZTNA can adapt without needing a massive, disruptive overhaul of your security infrastructure every time.
Okay, that flexibility is huge, which naturally brings us to the practical side.
Mm-hmm.
For organizations listening, thinking maybe this is something they need to look into, what are the actual steps to adopt ZTNA? How do you start?
It's a process, of course. And the first step, absolutely crucial, is assessment. You need to thoroughly assess your current infrastructure.
Know what you've got.
Exactly. Identify your critical assets, your applications, your data. You really can't protect what you don't know you have or what's most valuable. This often means taking a deep dive into your existing user roles, application usage, data flows, understanding how things work now.
Okay, assessment first. Then a key point from the articles was developing control policies.
Comprehensive ones.
And these aren't just simple on-off switches, right? They're based on multiple factors.
Precisely. It's not just, is this user Bob?
Yeah.
It's, is this Bob using his corporate laptop, which is fully patched and running endpoint security, accessing a non-critical application during normal business hours from his usual location?
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
It's much more detailed.
Yeah, it factors in user identity, the device's security posture, like you said. Is it up to date, secure? Is it maybe connected to risky Wi-Fi and other context? Time of day, location, maybe even the sensitivity of the data being accessed.
So you're creating these really nuanced, adaptive rules for who gets access to what and when and how.
Exactly. Granular control. And once you have those policies defined, the next logical step is choosing the right ZTNA technology, the right solutions.
And there are options out there.
There's a whole range of options, yeah. So choosing solutions that align with your specific needs, your existing IT systems, your future goals, that's really key. You want it to integrate smoothly.
Makes sense.
But maybe one of the most important steps, and one that sometimes gets overlooked,
What's that?
is training. Training your staff. Your users, your IT team, they need to understand the new security procedures, why they're in place.
The human element.
Always. Technology is only one part of the equation. Even the best ZTNA system can be less effective if people don't understand it or don't follow the new protocols. User awareness and buy-in are critical.
Right, got it. Assessment, policies, technology, and training. So let's just quickly recap this deep dive then. ZTNA, Zero Trust Network Access, it's this modern cybersecurity approach, built entirely on that principle of continuous, rigorous verification.
Never trust, always verify.
Never trust, always verify. It basically transforms your network into those secure, separate rooms we talked about.
Compartmentalized.
Where every single attempt to access anything is scrutinized. Doesn't matter it's coming from outside or inside. It's a really profound shift away from that old model of assumed trust.
It really is. And I think it's important to emphasize that this never trust, always verify principle, it goes beyond just the specific technologies we discussed.
How do you mean?
Well, it signifies a fundamental shift in mindset, a mindset that's becoming essential for navigating, well, our entire digital landscape, which is only getting more complex.
Right.
We're moving from a reactive posture, assume things are safe until we find a problem, to a proactive one. Assume things aren't safe until they're proven trustworthy.
Assume breach, essentially.
In a way, yes, or at least assume risk. And that perspective is absolutely crucial today, especially as that traditional network perimeter is basically dissolving with remote work, cloud services, mobile devices. It's just not a clear boundary anymore.
That makes a lot of sense. So thinking about that mindset shift, as our digital lives get deeper and more intertwined with, well, everything, our personal lives, our work lives, How might this never trust, always verify philosophy extend beyond just network security? It makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
How could that kind of thinking influence how you approach other areas, other things that need robust protection, or where you need to make really informed decisions based on verification, not assumption? What else in your world maybe could benefit from a similar zero trust kind of approach?
Okay.
Something to ponder.